What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike. I'm a full-time media seller. I sell on Amazon and eBay. It's Monday. We're at the warehouse today, so we got a few Amazon merchant fulfilled orders to pick. And I found like the craziest CD that I've ever found in this last bulk buy. So I'm going to show you guys that as well. If you're interested in leveling up your media selling game, join the YouTube channel. We have weekly Zoom calls, private Discord, all that fun stuff. And today's topic, you know, it's going to be, I'm just going to talk about how media is so heavily inventory based, right? You know, it's just one of those things, right? We're selling, it's all about volume with media. You're not selling, you know, $100 items consistently. You're consistently selling, you know, between $10 and $25 items. So that's going to be the topic today. First thing we're going to get into, we're going to cover these sales real quick. And you guys are not going to believe, I seen this in the trunk of the car from my last bulk buy the other day, and I just opened it up and I'm mind blown. I can't even put words to it. So let's get right on into it. So we are talking merchant fulfilled sales. As always, remember there is $4 shipping tacked onto these prices. First up, we have Irish Dance new sealed. I'm into this for 50 cents. Sold for $14.50 plus shipping, so 18 bucks. Not too bad. I mean, I am a little bit part Irish, so, you know, I'm making a little bit of money back off my heritage. Next up, we have $27.75 for a UCD. Hillsong Ultimate Worship. Hillsong stuff does really well. It's kind of like a controversial thing within the religious community, but over 30 bucks for this here, so not too shabby. Can't complain about that. Listen, I love CDs over DVDs. CDs just seem to do better. They're easier to ship. You can fit more in a box, so I just prefer CDs, right? Next up, we have a DVD. The Walton Season 6, 15 bucks, not too shabby. The good thing about all this is it just fits right in a bubble mailer and it's out the door. I'm going to be out of merchant fulfilled stuff at this rate. And then another CD for $21, basically. I have no idea, but I always scan the double disc sets. We have Sibelius, the Complete Tone Poems, Scottish National Orchestra, Sir Alexander Gibson. So, I mean, 25 bucks for that. Not complaining. I think I'm into this for like a buck. Now the crazy thing. I just opened this because the seal looked fake, right? You know how I tell you guys, like, watch the seals, right? The seals might be fake. So I opened this because it looks like bootleg. All right. It's going to be hard to see because it's like stained, right? It's Mighty Mutant Power Turtles. But they're not turtles. They're like bootleg Ninja Turtles, right? These are like, I don't know, one's a bear, one's a rabbit. One's a reindeer, like Raphael's. Oh, wait, they got names. This gets even better. We have Teddy Raffskin, Michael Angelo, Donatello, and Leo Nerdo. And he's a elephant. This is weird, right? So it has like this fake seal on it, right? So I had it set over there. I forgot about it. I'm like, I'm ripping this thing open. I even want to see what this is. If you look on the bottom here, it says bubblegum, and it says the original bubblegum disc on the back. I'm like, what does this even mean? Well, it's stained on the front because you're not even gonna believe this, right? It's bubblegum. It's legit all bubblegum. Now, I'm not going to eat this. No, this is not going to be some viral video, the end of the used book guy. But it's funny because it looks like they even tried to put like the title on the bubblegum disc and like who made it. I looked this up on eBay. I didn't even see anything. It's going in the trash, but I think it's the weirdest thing I've ever found in a CD. $10,000, I'll bite this thing. That's it. It's the only way I'm doing it. If you want to try this bubblegum, comment down below. I'll mail it to you. But can I ship this media mail? I mean, technically it's a CD, right? Nobody's got to know that it's bubblegum on the inside. So, bootleg Ninja Turtles bubblegum CD. feel like I gotta keep this, right, in my personal collection forever. You know, when I'm like 90 years old, I'm like, give me the bubblegum CD, I'm ready to go out. And that's how, you know, that's how the end of the used book guy happens, is his bootleg Ninja Turtle bubblegum CD. It's pretty weird. It looks like they have other ones. Guns and Posers, Rolling Stones, Crooks and Gum, Snoop Dogg. What a this. That was the crazy thing of the day. I have bubblegum now. Maybe I'll give it to Deb for Christmas. Anyways, into the topic of inventory intensive business we are running, right? Even if you're cherry picking, right, you have to send in lots and lots of items to make lots and lots of money. That's why a lot of people kind of move on to higher ticket items and kind of get out of selling media, because it's so inventory intensive. And if it's inventory intensive, usually it means it's pretty cash intensive. But thankfully, media is cheap, right? So it's not, we don't have all this money tied up into, you know, a few products. We're buying hundreds, thousands, sending in hundreds and thousands every week. Let me get my handy dandy hand warmer on. It's pretty cold out here today. So I'm just going to show you guys here. I'm always buying, right? I can't send anything into FBA, but you always have to be buying. Here goes a pickup I did recently. We have listen, I know, Mike, your unit was cleaned up and now it's a mess again. Well, listen, inventory shows up. I got a storage unit. This is why I have it. So we bought it was 800 DVDs, 500 CDs. We paid 190 bucks. So I haven't gone through any of this yet. I'm curious what's even in some of this. So this is all just stuff I'm buying sight unseen, so you never know what you're going to get. VeggieTales usually is pretty good. There's always Busta Rhymes new sealed. I mean, might keep that for myself. There's all kinds of stuff in here, but it's inventory intensive, right? You always have to be on the lookout for ways to get lots of inventory cheaply. That's the key. I don't want you going out there buying, you know, things in bulk sight unseen for 50 cents, $1 a piece. The most you should ever pay for things you're not scanning is 25 cents a piece. That's even for books, CDs, DVDs. You know, I pay 15 cents a pound for books. That's fair. 20 cents for CDs, and I'm 10 cents for DVDs now, because DVDs, most of them suck, right? I mean, anybody that's kind of going through thousands of DVDs versus CDs, you will know that DVDs have a lot lower accept rate versus CDs. That's just the way it is. So it gets to a point where, especially if you're part-time, you only have so much time to put out, and you kind of get in a spot where your inventory levels aren't growing because you can't put in any more time. But that's fine. Now, if you get to that situation and you can't put in more time, but you want to make more money, you just have to find better sources or reduce your buy costs. This whole year has been buy costs for me. I want to get it down. I want my buy cost to be kind of around 75 cents, maybe even lower. I recommend, unless there are rare occasions where people live in areas where the books are better, you pay a little bit more per book and you can still be very successful. But most of us, we have to kind of, you know, we don't ever want to spend more than $1 per book, CD, DVD. So buy cost and inventory, they kind of coincide with each other. That's why I always want everybody out there to be looking for other ways besides Goodwills and Salvation Armies, where you're going to pay between, you know, $1 and $3 per item. That's not feasible, right? It might be good to start yourself out, get some results, but in the long run, you're going to need lots of inventory for a cost that's little to nothing. I mean, 800 DVDs alone for 190 bucks is way less than you'll ever pay at a thrift store. You're talking thrift stores are $2, $3, some even $4 to $5 for a single DVD. So 10 cents a piece. Now let's think about that, right? We have the same DVD, me and you. I paid 10 cents, you paid $3. I'm already beating you by $2.90. So I basically can have the floor of my repricer a lot lower than yours and still make money. Get in that mindset, right? You're not just competing against yourself, you're competing against other people. And the more room you have to move your price down, the better your chance is to get the sale and still make money. I'm not talking about lowering your price to lose money just to sell. You still need to make money or come close to breaking even, especially with media and numbers. So my repricer, my bottom's $9.99. So so we'll say your repricer is $12. I already have you beat by $2. And why can I do that? Because my buy cost is a lot lower. So I have the ability, when I'm going to stores, I'm taking advantage of half off days. So I'm spending usually between $20 and $1 per book if we're going to average in softback and hardback. And that doesn't even include my bulk buys. So the advantage I have over a lot of people is that I'm getting things for cheaper. And that's how you see all of the huge booksellers selling their stuff for next to nothing. And you're like, how are you making money? Well, if you pay a nickel or get it for free, you automatically have an advantage. And even if you turn your nickel into $1, you're going to take that dollar and turn that dollar into $5. And then that $5, it's compounding. Don't get caught up with that one book you sold for a loss. Keep the inventory moving, keep the cash flow flowing. As that's like, I mean, that's like, I'm going to trademark that. Keep the cash flow flowing. That's like a tongue twister, but it's so important with media. I mean, personally, I don't do any credit or anything like that. I've cash flowed this business from the beginning, and it's possible. It's very possible, especially with media. You don't even have to go to thrift stores. You can literally just do bulk buys and be out there hustling on, you know, Facebook Marketplace, Nextdoor, Craigslist, and just, you could just literally be a bulk buy, and that's all you do. You'll never pay more than 15 cents a pound per book, and you'll be amazed at how much you can make from doing that, because your cost is so low. Your floor can be lower. You can have a trigger set where instead of taking $4 as your minimum, right? If you're paying 10 cents a piece, you can take $2 and you're still going to make $1.50 after it gets there, reprice or all that stuff. So that's just getting that mindset of lowering your buy costs, increasing your inventory. Always be looking for more sources. Look for better ways to get better prices at your current sources. Just because you're going in a thrift store and you're paying the shelf price, maybe you walk in next time and say, hey, listen, I'll buy everything you got. I'll buy every DVD you got for $1/4 a piece. CDs, you know, $1/4 a piece. Just see what they say. You got nothing to lose. Don't be scared to go in and ask. Now, sure, your Goodwills are going to tell you to go pound sand, but if you're relying on Goodwills, you're dead in the water already as it is. So I'm talking smaller thrift stores, not big chains like Salvation Army or Savers. Start looking further out. Look for these smaller stores, even local music stores, local bookstores. There's so many opportunities out there that we're missing, and we need the inventory. You need the inventory if you want to be successful and make lots of money selling media on Amazon. So that's going to do it for the video. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more used book videos. Bye!